Finally, I want to pursue a career in data analysis. Should I go for a college degree or a professional certificate? Which of them is the best option for me? These and many more are the questions running in the mind of newbies who are aspiring to pursue a career in data analysis. So, which one is the best for you? I will tell you at the end of the video. Hi again, if you haven't met before, I'm Jennifer, a certified data analyst. This channel is for data nerds who are passionate about data analysis, learning the skill, and everything that have to do with it. So if you want to get notified whenever I drop something that will be of value to you in this channel, hit the subscribe button. Let's begin. Now I'm going to be telling you guys a little backstory about myself. I did mechanical engineering. I studied mechanical engineering during my undergraduate program, and I specialize in power and energy. So after my studies, I landed my first job with an automobile company where we repair and sell cars. And I was doubling as a workshop supervisor and a car diagnosis specialist using the OBD scanner. I diagnose car to know what the problem is. So I was juggling the two job description in the workshop. But at the time, I started losing interest in the job. Why? I don't know actually, but I started doing research on what other fields I might go into that would pique my interest or that I would be interested in. But I know one thing for sure, I love data and I love working with numbers. So after my research, I went into data analysis, but at that time, I had a full time job and I don't have a flexible deadline because of my full time job. I have a financial constraint because I had to cut off my younger sister and myself at the time. And I don't have the time because I would be at the job, so there's no time to be going for physical lectures. Because of these three reasons, I couldn't go for a college degree. I had to go for a professional certificate. That was the option that suited me as at then. Like I said in my previous video, the best Coursera courses to study for data analysis in 2025, I'm going to be linking it up here so that you can go and watch it if you haven't watched it. It's packed with so many information. Like I uploaded so many things on the video, so it's quite nice. It's so informative, and if you haven't watched it, please learn how to DIY your curriculum. If you want to be self-taught or go for a professional certificate, watch this video. You can't afford to miss it. Like I was saying in my last video, I talked about three different ways to learn a skill, any learnable skill at all. There are three different ways you can learn it. It's either you go for a professional certification, college degree, or learn the skill yourself. That's self-tutoring. If you're going for a college degree, you have something I call social proof because so many people are also pursuing the same thing as you are, and you have your lecturers and you have your colleagues and you have your instructors to help you out whenever you're in difficulty. So there's this social proof because you're in an environment of people pursuing the same thing. Your curriculum is planned. You have a planned curriculum and you have a guideline to follow when you're doing a degree. Although it's expensive and it's quite long to achieve, like within 3 to 5 years for you to get a degree is expensive. It is very rigid, not flexible. But for someone who don't have a degree at all, you can actually follow that path. Then the second way of learning a skill is being self-taught, self-tutoring. This one you have to just make use of the materials you have in your hand. You don't have any guideline. You just learn by yourself. Nobody to pull you through. Nobody to tell you, oh, follow, do this, do that. You learn on your own. Now, this is quite nice if you don't have much time on your hands because you'll be teaching yourself. You have a flexible deadline as well. It's quite flexible. Sometimes you don't even have to take a quiz. But the downside of it is that no certification to show for it. You tell them, oh, I know this, I know Python, I know Power BI, but how do we know that you know these things? No certification. Although you can actually go for a test, a mock test, and they'll give you a project to work on and you will pass very well. But to boost that confidence, to boost your credibility, you need to have a certificate, either college or professional certificate. And then you might overteach yourself. You might be learning things that is not needed in the real world. You learn and you feel you don't know what to. You don't know there are skills to learn and there are skills to overlook. Actually, there are skills that are needed more and there are skills that you won't even need. So you see yourself overlearning. Do you understand? So if you have a guideline or a curriculum, you know what to learn and you know when to stop learning and apply. So that is the downside of self-tutoring. I'm not saying it's bad, but it has its own disadvantage. Now, professional certification. In professional certification, you have like a course, you have a rigid guide, you have a curriculum too, as in that of the degree. Yeah, you have a curriculum, you have a guideline. But the only difference here is the duration and the cost. In professional certification, it mostly ranges between 6 to 12 months and you're done. And this is just straight to the point. It's a condensed learning. So it's straight to the point to the skills you're acquiring. They don't put around the bush like, oh, let me do this, do that, and then finally we specialize. No, here is a specialized training, a specialized strict. Okay, and now it's very cheap to get, because you're just paying for a 6 months or 1 year worth of learning. We like to call it learning, worth of learning, yeah. But in college degree, you pay for 3 years of to 5 years of worth of learning. So if you compare the cost, if you compare the flexibility, and if you compare the time duration, professional certification is on the lesser side. It's flexible. Most of the courses you do are pre-recorded video. You can actually reschedule your deadline once you miss the deadline. You can reschedule, so it's quite flexible. Then, no matter the route you choose when learning any skill, you have to do two key things. Whether you're going for a college degree, doing yourself, or doing professional certification, you have to follow two routes, two steps, and that is you learn and you use. You learn and you use, or you practice. So whenever you learn a skill, you go back to practice it. If you find any difficulty practicing it, you learn. So it's a step, it's like a loop that you keep iterating. You keep iterating round it. So without practicing what you've learned, actually you've not learned anything. Now, what are the difference between professional certification and a college degree? The first thing is focus or their coverage. Professional certification is a condensed training, it's a specialized training. Once you're done with professional certification, you have the skills to apply for an entry position job. For example, in data analysis, once you go for a professional certification, I know you have technical skill, you have soft skill, analytical skills, although some professional certification touch some of the soft skill like presentation, communication, a little bit of it, but 90% of the time they focus on the technical skills, which is the Excel spreadsheets, SQL, programming languages, yes, and visualization. So professional certification actually narrow you like pinpoint all those technical parts. They focus on it, they don't be around the bush. So once you're done with it, you can actually gain job ready skill immediately. But for college degree, it has a general focus, not a specialized focus. For example, if you apply for a college and data analysis in college, what you're going to do is that in your first year, probably you're going to take a general course on maybe statistics, programming as a whole, computer science, before you now start specializing. Because during my own time, mechanical engineering, at my first year, I did the whole engineering, like introductory engineering course. I did civil, I did mechanical, electrical. Then my second year, I started specializing. I said I specialized power and energy. You know, mechanical is a broad field. So before I entered power and energy, it was almost my third year, fourth year before I specialized. So that is how college operates. First of all, they give you the general field. You have to learn everything, general knowledge, before you specialize. That is why it's quite longer. Then the second difference is the career path. Once you go for a professional certification, you can only have a single job, a specialized job to do. That is data analysis, and nothing more, nothing less. So if you go for a professional certification, you can only apply for jobs that have to do with data analysis and nothing like that, nothing similar. You cannot apply even for a similar job. You have to go for, unless you have the skill required to do the similar job. But once you go for professional certification for data analysis, you have to apply for jobs that have to do with data analysis. You can't even go for data science, unfortunately, until you get the skills needed for data science. Now, if you go for a college degree and you're done with your college degree, you can apply for a wide range of jobs, relatively wide range of jobs, not really wide range of jobs. If you're good in programming, you can just stick to programming. If you're good in statistics, you can just stick to statistics. And of course, you can go for data analysis, or you can even do something that related to mathematics because it's college degree. It's versatile. They expected you to know each and every one of these. Although you did data analysis, you can also do other things, and they know you have been taught other things in school. So professional certification has a specialized job career path. You just have to do data analysis, but college degree you can diversify if you want to. Then the third difference we are going to talk about is the time or the duration of getting the certifications. Professional certification is very, you can get it easily. Why? Because it requires smaller time, like 6 months to 1 year, between 6 months to 1 year to get it, because it's a condensed learning, as I told you before. But college degree, you cannot get a college degree less than 3 years, 2, 3 years. 2 years is even quite rare. 3 years. So if you're someone that don't really have much time, have to go for a professional certification. Now, the fourth difference between professional certification and college degree is the costs. Because of the large learning coverage, the time commitment, longer time commitment, and the physical activities required while pursuing a college degree, you tend to spend more. You can't compare someone that is spending for a 1 year program and someone that is spending for a 3 years, 4 years program. The difference is clear. Even a 1 year program, you don't require physical activities like commuting to school and going to and fro to school. You just stay at your home and do your thing. So professional certification is cheaper to obtain. Why in relation to college degree is quite expensive to obtain. Professional education is very cheap to obtain. It's not very cheap, but it's cheaper compared to the other one. The fifth and the final difference between professional certification and college degree is the entry barrier. And this is quite serious. If you're going for data analysis via college degree, you need to have like background in some things, like it's called prerequisite. A background in some things like discrete mathematics, maybe statistics, and a little bit of computer knowledge. These are prerequisites. These are things they actually expect you to have a background knowledge on before entry. So the entry barrier in college degree is high compared to that of professional certification. Professional certification entry barrier is low. For example, when I was going for mechanical engineering, they required me to have a background knowledge in mathematics, normal mathematics, in calculus, that's further mathematics, in physics, and in chemistry, because we're going to be doing more of nuclear energy and thermodynamics. That's why you need chemistry, a lot of chemical equations. So without this four background, they'll feel, oh, you cannot really do this. Let me look for people that has this four qualifications, four background, and they'll give you a test over 100 in each of these background courses I mentioned. If you didn't pass, they won't take you. So I think the same thing goes for data analysis college degree. They have a prerequisite, all those courses that you need to have a background knowledge on. But for a professional certification, anybody from any walk of life can go for a professional certification. Some from sociology, social work, psychology, even pure humanity, pure arts can go for agriculture, can go for professional certification in data analysis, because they'll teach you from beginners level. They assume you don't know shit. They assume you don't know anything. So they start from the scratch. They assume they're teaching to kids. Do you understand? So you don't need any background knowledge on anything. You can just go for professional education as far as you're sharp and you're ready to learn. So the entry background here is low compared to that of college degree. So when should I go for a professional certification? So if you fall into this category, professional certification is the best option for you. The first is when you have a full-time job, when you have a time commitment, that is when one of the partner is a full-time stay-at-home mom or dad, and where you are always on the road, you're traveling, your job requires you to be traveling up and down, professional certification is for you. Why? Because it's flexible. You can do it anytime. There are tutorials with like pre-recorded videos and content like materials that you can read on your own at your own pace. Even their quizzes, you can reschedule their quizzes. That's professional education for you. Most of them you can reschedule their quizzes. So if you fall into this category, professional certification is for you. Trust me, even if you want to go for the online degree version, like the online version of college degree, you won't get that flexibility because they will teach you in real time. Although it's online teaching, but it's in real time. If you mix it, although some of them do record their teaching, but it's nothing like having the real time like studies, like real time tutoring. They'll teach you in real time, and you cannot reschedule your test, you cannot reschedule your quizzes. You have to do it as a then, or you incur penalty. So regardless of what, if you have a full-time mom or dad, if you have a full-time job, and if you constantly commute from one location to another, professional certification is for you. Then the second people that professional certification is for is people that have time constraints. You don't have the 3 to 4 years whiling away your time in a university or a college, not really whiling away your time, but you don't have the 3 or 4 years to spend in the university or in the college acquiring that degree. Then professional certification is for you, because the professional certification just take you 3 6 months, some 1 year to achieve. So if you have that time constraint, just go for professional certification, because you can do it in a quite lesser time. The third people that professional certification is meant for is if you already have a degree, especially in a related field like engineering, computer science, statistics, that you have like basic knowledge on these things. You don't need to go for another college degree. Now, this is optional, but for me, I would say if you have a degree in statistics, if you have a degree in computer science, you don't need to get another degree in data analysis. You just need to go for a professional certification, because getting another degree in data analysis per se is like you're stalling time, you're wasting time, because in your first year, they'll start teaching you all the general knowledge that you already know. So the first year you spend learning general knowledge, it's better you use that first year to just get a professional certification. Once you enter second year, your mates are already working. So if you have a degree already, there's no need getting a second degree. The second degree I would advise you to get is a master's perhaps, but another college degree, bachelor's degree in another course that is related to ones you've done before is a no for me. The fourth people that the professional certification is meant for is someone that is already working as a data analyst, maybe as a junior role or entry role, or someone that doesn't really, you're working as data analyst, but you're working as a data analyst, but you don't have all the skills, you don't know all the skills, or there is a gap in your skill, there's a skill gap, and you want to fill in those skill gap, you want to learn extra things. Maybe you got data analysis job and you know Excel, you know SQL, you know Tableau, but you don't know Microsoft BI, and you have project that requires you using Microsoft BI, that is compulsory you use it, then you can now go for a professional certification on Microsoft BI to upskill yourself. So these are the fourth people that professional certification is for. Now, who should go for a college degree in data analysis? The first people that should go for a degree in data analysis are people that don't even have any degree at all in any field. Now, it's not really like a must, but if you don't have any degree at all in any related field that have to do with data analysis and computer or something like that, I would advise you to go for a college degree, especially if you have time on your side, if you're quite young. It's better you go for a college degree in data analysis, because it will give you a detailed guideline and you have that discipline, because there's nothing like rescheduling, because you have the time, you're not working, so there's nothing to reschedule. You have to face the shit and do it. Do you understand? There is discipline, and with discipline you're going to learn more and you're going to be more focused. So if you're a young person, you have time, you've not had any degree at all, you can go for a college degree in data analysis. Then the second people that need to go for a college degree in data analysis instead of a professional certification is people that have time, don't have that time constraint. They are quite young, like I said initially, they don't mind spending 3 years in a college just to get a data analysis certificate. Then you can go for it because you're young and you can learn other skills apart from just data analysis technical skills. You can learn analytical skills, you can learn soft skills and so many other things in the process, instead of just narrowing down to the technical skills needed in data analysis. The third set of people that need to go for a college degree instead of a professional certification is people that need a comprehensive knowledge in data analysis process. That is, they don't just want to go for the practical aspect, that's the technical skill aspect. They also want the comprehensive theory behind each and every skill or each and everything that have to do with data analysis. They need a comprehensive theory. Then you don't need the shortcut paths. You just need to go for a college degree because you're seeking for a deep understanding on data analysis process, both the skill aspect and the theoretical aspect of it. And then, like I said initially, the fourth people that need like a college degree instead of a professional certification is someone that wants to advance degree, like you want to go for a master's, then you can now go for another college degree. Though master's is just like 1 2 years maximum. So if you already have a degree in data analysis and you want to get a senior position in data analysis, because most of these senior positions require you to have like an advanced college. Most of them do. So if you want to have a senior position data analysis, or you want to have another degree, like a higher degree, like masters in data analysis, masters in data science, you can go for another college degree. I wouldn't say one is preferred to the other. Everything boils down on the individual circumstance and what the individual wants. What is their current circumstance? What is their career goal? Do they have enough time to pursue either of them? What is their budget like? What is their, do they have financial constraints? All these are the questions you're supposed to ask yourself before you choose either path. Finally, it doesn't matter the path you choose, whether college degree or professional certification. Once you have a strong portfolio, you do have to build a strong portfolio. I'm going to make a video on how to create a portfolio. I'm going to link in somewhere here. So you need to have a strong portfolio. You need to have relevant skills needed in the industry, and also you need to keep evolving. You keep learning new things in the industry, so you won't be redundant. Recently, machine learning and artificial intelligence is woven in the fibers of data analysis career right now. So you need to get updated with all the skills. Now that will be the end of this video. And if you haven't liked or subscribed to this channel, please do so that you'll be getting relevant content once I drop them on this channel. See you next time. Bye.